guys, it's Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and we're just going to do a quick Dirty Dozen 12 prompts prompt session because I need just 9 more cards. I made 41 cards between yesterday 3 p.m. and today 3 p.m. So I have 41 cards made. I need 9 more for the place that my aunt lives, and then I will be ready to deliver these to my mom and they will get them distributed. I need to work with mom to help her get them, ready to go. Hi, Brittany. And so I don't know who all is coming today. We'll wait till 3 o'clock to start. That's just a couple minutes. Now maybe give everybody a chance to get in there. Hi, Dawn Boss. Hi, Janet. So after I signed off yesterday, I said, these cards need something. So I added just splashed snow. I got spots of stuff everywhere. And then this morning I was working on it while watching Mary and then Laura, and I got dots on the floor. And I'm going to have to get down with a scraper and scrape them when they're good and dry. So hi, Sharon. Hi, Kendra. Hi, Holly. Hi, Barb. So I was saying when I first got here, I got 41 of these done. I need just 9 more to have the 50. So they just didn't take long at all once I got on a roll. So the reason I need this background we're going to do today is because I need 9 more. And so what I'm going to do is just cut a couple half-inch strips and see how many half-inch strips I need. And then the rest of it I could maybe chop up for something else, or maybe make artist trading coins out of whatever's left. But I mainly need it for the backgrounds. And these are just 2 different backgrounds. This is one I did with Mary, and this is one I did before Mary came on that day. So you get a different look depending on, what your background looked like. So I'm aiming for more Christmas trees. So I'm going to do prompts kind of just as I decide to do them. So I'll just call them out and you all can do them. Or if you want to alter them in any way, choose something a little different if your end result is not to make more Christmas trees. But these Christmas tree cards go really fast. I stamped on the back that they're uniquely handmade, limited edition. This stamp, I think, is still available at Hobby Lobby. And I like to stamp them so they know it's a handmade card. So when they see some of these have white paint on the back like this, where I was trying to do multiples and not wiping the table off real well in between. And that's how I messed them up. But they know it's a handmade card. So they can't complain. I took time to make 50 cards. So anyway, doesn't the snow really add a lot? And I like that some of it looks like some kids throwing snowballs because I got big blobs. But I think it looks really good. And here's the ones that I got that go the other way. So you got some that open from the side and some that open from the bottom. I myself personally like cards that open at the bottom. That way, if you put a string up, you can just lay them over the top of the string, like on a clothesline of cards. I find these easier to display than these because these you almost need a clip. So let's get started. It's 3 o'clock, right? It's 3:01. So we're going to get started. All right. And remember, I'm going to give prompts that lean toward my end result. This is not going to be just a random one. I'm just going to give you the prompts and we're going to go with them. This is just some wipe up paper. I decided I'm just going to use it. It'll add texture. So let's start with getting this green. So pick a green and cover your background in green. Any green. I'm going to go with classic green. And I'm going to spread it with a big nose spreader. Did I miss anybody else that's come in? I know Mary's off shopping, so she probably won't get in here. And she's going to go to the post office today too. So, but I knew I was going to need at least a little bit more. To finish my Christmas tree cards. And this is getting chopped up, so I don't care if some paint gets on the back. So prompt 1 is just add a green. I'm trying to get every little bit covered. All right. And then I've got a little bit extra. I'll just do like this. And see, I'm getting color off from my scraper, and I don't even care. That'll just add more texture. All right. I'm going to dry this a little bit. I guess I should write these down so that I can put them on the video. Hi, Peg. This is what happens when Becky's bored. And I've got just a notepad, so I added a border there, put some pumpkins on that one. I just need a piece of paper. Let's pull it from the back. I love finding these paper pads like this at the thrift store because this is what my grandma wrote to me. And my grandma got like a 3rd grade education, so her punctuation was non-existent. It was like one great big long sentence. So I would have to go through and read the sentences and put in punctuation so I would know what her letter said. I have a couple of her letters, and now I'm wishing I'd saved them all, but you can't save everything. Add green. All right, I need to dry this. The next one's going to be to stencil with a different green. Okay, we're building a background. Stencil with a different green. And I'll add these to the bottom when I get done. I'm going to dry this real quick. Thanks, guys. All right. I'm going to grab a sponge and a stencil. This is not a true green, but it's a blue, well, yes it is, bluegrass green. I'm going to use this. And I'm making more Christmas trees with these. So that is why these are being green. School bus. Nope. Semi-truck. That's not something you see on the street every day. I'm not trying to get every single one filled because we're going to do 12 prompts on here. We're building it up. I like this bluegrass green. It's kind of interesting looking. Throw that in my water. I'll get a baby wipe after this. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Keto crackers. Hi, Lucia. I need to finish watching Peg and Shell. I popped in and said hello, and then Scott was trying to get ready for work, and you can't concentrate. So I muted them and let them still get watch time. I just had them on mute so he could talk to me and we could get, everything dealt with that we needed to before he left for work. So I'm going to have to go back and watch. Because I got to the point, the last thing I remember seeing was Shell cleaning up her, the pan pastels with baby oil. I think it was baby oil on her gel plate. And that's all I got to watch before, the needy husband came in and needed help getting ready for work. All right. So we're going to dry this. All right. So prompt 3 is going to be dendritic printing with 2 pieces of wax paper. With wax paper. So what I'm going to do, I've got the wax paper right here, is I'm just going to pull off a link for this. And waxy side up, I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to get a different shade of green paint, another shade of green, or whatever color you want to do. I'm going to put a glob down like that. And then I'm going to put this together and mush it. And get it spread out between the wax paper. All right, then peel it apart. And then we're going to just use this. All right, so I'm just going to throw the wax paper away so that I don't get green everywhere. And then I'm going to dry it. I don't know if you guys can see, but it leaves like little veins here and there. That's what I call them, little veins. But I'm going to dry this real quick. see a flick of copper right here that came off my Bondo spreader. All right, so there's that. Different layers. Okay, number 4, I'm going to add some metallic paint. Metallic paint. I think I'll use some copper, and I'm going to add it with a palette knife. I probably spelled palette wrong. We get so lazy when we have the spell check, don't we? Remember how we used to have to do everything over by hand? Now they just edit a document, hand it in. I'm going to get my fat palette knife. I really love dendritic appearance on stuff, so I'm going to do it again with my palette knife. I just put a puddle of copper on the drop paper I have here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is smear some over here to the side, and just get some on there, and then just go. And just keep doing it until there's not much left on there, and then pick up some more. And if some is too blobby, push down in it again and pick some of it back up and move it around. I've done this with texture paste and it looks really cool. But if I was going to do texture paste, I would have done it before I added any paint. Hi, Sharon Marlowe. Dendritic is when you get, it looks like veins. Usually people do it between 2 pieces of tempered glass, which I've done that before too. You can see it more over here on the side. See, watch. See all the veins? It looks cool. I might have to put some of this on something else. I don't know, we're picking up a lot of it. All right, I'll call that good. Clean this off here a little bit. All right, let me see if I can lift it because it has to be kind of at an angle. All right, you see them? You see the little veins? The cameras do not like the metallic paint. Yep, that's what it's called. And you discovered it by accident. There you go. It just looks really cool. All right. All right, I'm going to add lines. This is going to be a color change, so pick a different color than whatever you've been using on your base. So add lines with card. Add lines with a card. Sharon, please watch the Dendritic video by Shannon Green. There you go. I think I'm going to add some maybe just some blue lines, and I'm going to use Sapphire Extreme Sheen. My camera is really going to hate me now. I'm just going to put some of this out here. Oh, it doesn't look right. Why doesn't that look right? Like, ew. I shook it. Maybe I can mix it up here. See, it's like it's separated. That's weird. Let's see if it'll do. That gives me some lines. I don't know if this has ever happened in here because Janet and everybody that I have as moderators that are really good. But one of the homesteading families that I watch that they do lives on Sunday nights, somebody came in and threatened them with their lives, that they were going to come there and hurt them or kill them. And if that ever happens here, I know exactly which number to call, because there's a number with the FBI that you can call and they will check into it. It's all about cyberbullying and violence. So there is a branch of the FBI that deals with just that, and they will track them down. So don't come in here and plan any nonsense like that. I just wanted to throw that out there. I hope that YouTube and the family can figure out who's doing it and get them off from the forum. Have to keep in mind there are some people with some major mental health issues that have never been addressed. All right. Let me, what did I do with that thing? Well, this sucks. I don't know what I did with my book to wipe off in it. I'm still in the middle of this cleanup, and I haven't gotten back to it. Well, I'm surprised we don't have aliens with me using all this metallic paint, but that doesn't mean they won't show up. It is horrible. It scared her pretty bad. Okay, prompt 6. I'm going to splatter with 3 colors. And I'm just going to splatter with the 3 primary colors, which are blue, red, and yellow, right? That's the primaries. Splatter with 3 colors, but you can use any 3 colors. There's a red. There's a yellow. Ooh, there's not much of that yellow left. This one. And this one. Whoopsie doodles, don't go under the sink. All right. Let's do some red. Cloth over the keyboard of the computer. See if I can do this without getting paint everywhere. I got a piece of old sheet I can put over the computer and protect it a little bit. Rinse that out. A little yellow in there. Our Amazon guy said he got stuck delivering over in Seneca, so he hadn't been by in a while. He said, and I knew it was a pretty day, and I wanted to come over here so I could see Bernadette. He said he don't like delivering out in Seneca. I don't know who this is. You just never know who's going to be delivering because people in their own personal cars deliver too. Yep, this is she's dressed in a UPS thing. Yep, she's delivering here. Hang on, guys, I'm going to grab it. It's to me. Oh, it's my, okay. It's the sheet set I ordered from Kohl's. I was like, I don't know what's in a box this size. And I thought it would be thicker because it's supposed to be I need to make 9 cards and I'll have my 50. But I'm going to have extra of this. So what I'm going to do when I get done here, I'm going to cut the strips I need into the sizes I need to make sure I have enough. And then whatever's left, I will turn into artist trading cards, artist trading coins, or something like that. So I'm definitely going to use it all. It's just, it's not going to all be made into trees. But I only need 9 more cards, so that I'll have them done by today. At the beginning, I showed the tray of cards that I made between yesterday, 3 o'clock, and today at 3 o'clock. So, and it was 41 cards. I mixed up way too much blue. So I ordered the full-size sheet set. So I'd have a new sheet set. But I also ordered some towels, and I ordered them the same day. Thought they'd all come together in one big box, but I guess not. Well, hopefully the folks will appreciate it. All right, so we're at 6. I need to get this good and dry. Yeah, I'm taking them to an assisted living facility that my aunt lives in. And because the lady at the front desk was speaking to my mom, because my mom goes and picks her ex-sister-in-law up, but my mom and her ex-sister-in-law were friends before my mom married her brother. So they've been friends since they were 9 years old, Mom and Aunt Marty. So if I can help Aunt Marty's community, that'd be great. But the lady at the front desk told Mom that there was 40-something more people that never got someone to take them anywhere, that they always had the bus or something. And Mom said that made her feel bad, but she can't go and take 40 different people out. You know, she'd be doing nothing but running a bus service. So I told her, I said, well, let's do something special for them for Christmas. So I said, I can make 40 or 50 cards. Well, Mom goes, I think there's 200 people live there. And I'm like, well, I can do 200 cards. It'd be pushing it. And then Mom said, no, it's only 42 people. So I'm making 8 extra so that she can give some to like the lady at the front desk and that kind of thing. Yeah, there's people, they put their family members in places like that and just never go visit them. That's really, I don't know. My grandmother stayed home until the day she died. The family, we all just took, everybody took turns taking care of her and stuff. I didn't once I moved down south, but all the cousins up there would take turns sitting with Grandma. Of course, my family didn't have the income to really afford a placement in a home or, assisted living or anything. So it was either take care of her or, don't. And so they took care of her. All right. I'm going to say prompt 7. I don't know if I'm spelling this right, but Janet will know how to spell it. Is the Bokeh? Is it Bokeh through a stencil with white paint? And what you do is you get some paint on your sponge, and then you just keep moving the stencil, but never reload your paint. Okay? So whatever you want to do on top of here, I wish I had a snowflake stencil. That would be cool. I think I'm just going to do these balls. Do I still have a white over there? I do. I just need another sponge. I think a lot of people do this technique with just stamping, where they just keep stamping. But I'm going to do it with white paint and see if I can do it with a stencil and just move the stencil until I don't have any more paint on it. Oh, that's a sweet idea too. The lap blankets. Shawls are good too because they get cold around their heads and lift it up. We'll move it over here. That picked up a lot more paint than I thought it was going to. I'm just going to load it the once until I can't get any more to come off the sponge. I'll look at the chat here in just a second. All right, looks like a snowball fight. I got way too much white paint. I'll just leave it in case we do something else. 8. Let's make circles. Add circles. Any way you want to. I thought my little gadget was right here. I saw it fall on the floor just the other day. I've got to finish this cleanup. Gotta finish it. Finish it, finish it. Let's see, maybe let's mix some green with this white. It doesn't matter if it, you know, prints both of or all of the whole circles to me. Because, you know, by the time you add everything, they're usually pretty buried underneath other layers. And because this is not going to be a page, it's going to be chopped up into things. I just mainly want an all over print. I need to work on Mary's little character. I mean, it's going to be another Friday night, and I'm not going to have the little one done. I wrote down all the notes. I quit taking notes because I was like, this is as far as I want to go with it, because I have all these ideas. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. All right. Let's dry this a little. You got the buffer monster. I hope I don't lose you guys because my internet's been kind of spotty. I don't know what's going on. So if I lose you, we'll see if they can reconnect. Yeah, Nina Ribena. Oh, goodness. Well, she had you to look out for her, Holly. That's what matters. My circles are not complete circles, and I don't really mind. I really need something to scrape all this excess off. Let me think of where I set that. I just had that pad because I was pulling pages out of it. It's underneath the cards. No wonder I couldn't find it. There we go. So I'm going to pull this aside real quick and just bring this in. Plop this in here. You know, I'm not gonna be able to add anything else to this because I'm gonna have to set it aside just to dry it, just like this. Just because I have to. Let me grab another pad. This is an acrylic pad I got at the thrift store. Because you know what? You can always gesso over it. All right. Set these aside to dry. All right. Let's see. What do we want to do next? Let's see. What do we want to do next? Purple would be awesome. Add purple. What are y'all talking about? Oh, I'm missing stuff. Hold up. Oh, you're getting a purple wheelchair? Cool. That's awesome, Kendra. Happy wheels. It took my mom almost 6 years to get disability. It was nuts. She can't do anything. She has fibromyalgia and all kinds of stuff. And they made her jump through hoops. Napkins? I'm wondering how that will be. My paint is still wet. Let me, plus I'm going to chop it up. Let's do add tissue paper. Add tissue paper. Add tissue paper. I will make this kind of crinkly. See, I'm just crumpling it up. And I'm just going to tear it in pieces. If it'll tear. And just add them here and there. All right, and I got my glue brush here. Let's see. That edge of the trash can. You don't have donuts, but you've done donuts? Do y'all ever watch that Cold Case on Netflix where they solve old cases? I watched one last night. The guy killed his son, and then this other guy killed his cousin, I think it was. It was just awful. But they finally caught him. You know what? I've got green paint in here. Probably going to contaminate my glue down stuff. I'm so glad they caught those people finally, but man, it happened like way long time ago. I watch all those kind of crime shows. I'm probably the worst one to pick for a jury, but they always pick me anyway. It's like, oh, please don't pick me. Every time I go, I try to dress like I don't look like I could make it to the court, but they always pick me. I hate doing it anymore because you can't show any expression on your face, or the court guy will yell at you, "You're going to mess up this case," and they'll have to start all over. No smirking, no laughing, nothing. But, after we'd been pulled in and out of there for the 6th time, it was like, oh, here we go again. We were just trying to lighten the mood for us because it was boring. It's like, come on, guys. And I fall asleep when I sit down. If I'm in a sitting position for too long, I fall asleep. I can guarantee you I'm out within 10 minutes of getting in a recliner. So if I ever come visit, don't offer me a recliner, please. I don't know. See, that's still got wet green on it, but that's okay. And this is why I don't worry about things getting too off key, because you're going to cut it up and it's going to disappear in the layers anyway. All right. So we did add tissue paper. Oh, bless your heart. See, I have a criminal justice degree, but I never did anything with it. I started working retail instead because I decided I couldn't do Department of Social Services because I couldn't rip kids away from their families, and I couldn't be involved in stuff like that because it would emotionally tear me up. And then what was the next thing? I couldn't do patrol officer because I don't like guns. I don't even want to touch a gun. So that didn't work. And paralegal, that just sounded too boring. Not enough action and so much paperwork. I'm more of a physical worker. So I did retail. That's a good idea, Kendra. When I was younger, I enjoyed serving on juries, but anymore, it's like there's how many more million people in the United States? Can't you choose somebody else? I mean, I appreciate that you think I'm a good juror, but holy macaroni. Okay, you guys, I want to bring the green back up because now I feel like it got pushed back a little bit. So I'm going to take a green that I've already used and I'm going to stencil something on here. So I'm going to do stencil again. Or if you want to do an alternate, do a wild card or anything you want to do. You see, I used to love it. I used to love serving on juries when I was younger, but now that I fall asleep within like just a few minutes of sitting in a sitting position, it's just crazy. Yep, I used to love it. Not so much anymore. I think I want to do this green here. This didn't stick down very well here. I put Bernadette outside because it was so warm. today. I treated her to a Caesar doggy food thing for breakfast today. She thought she was, so now she'll probably look for canned food all the time, but the vet said to keep her off from wet food as long as I could because it's healthier for them, for their teeth. Well, she doesn't have very many good teeth anyway. That's one of those things I just keep forgetting to do, is to call and get her in to have some of her teeth pulled and her teeth cleaned. But see, my vet that I love is down at the other house. And I like that he's a clinic type vet in that you can just walk in for, you know, like an exam or whatever. It's first come, first serve. And the vet up here, you have to have an appointment because he's a large animal vet. And sometimes he's not in the office. I mean, I like him. He's a good old country boy. I've been working with animals his entire life, and I like him okay. It's just, I like my other vet better. And Bernadette knows the other one. You just got summons to serve from the 17th to the 20th. Do they, Lucia, that sounds like they've got you on a pool where they're going to pull you in and there might be 3 to 6 trials on deck, and they're going to pull you in and see which one wants you. And they end up, you have to go back every day to, or call in every day to make sure that they still want you. Sometimes you get there and they excuse you right away, but sometimes they make you come back. I had to do that once, but they didn't want me for any of those. But I did get chosen one time, and I ended up having to go for almost a week. It was a drug trial. Let's add gold for 11. Gold. And I'm just going to do the gold paint pen thingamajigger. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I thought it sounded like a pool. Yeah, I just fall asleep, Peg. I can't stay awake. And I just don't think that's fair to anybody that's on trial for a juror that's going to fall asleep. I just can't sit there. And I've served on probably 6 juries in my lifetime. And to me, that's plenty. Scott always laughs when I'm shaking a paint pen. Paint pen, he says. Paint pen. It's like, yep. Oh my gosh, a whole month? Take your bathing suit, Lucy. Let's see if I can even get this thing. This thing's got a mind of its own. Either it does a whole bunch or it does just a little bit. It's just, never know what's going to come out of it. This is one of those that was a PBO deco marker that was on clearance at Hobby Lobby not too long ago. And I picked up, I think, a white one and a gold one. I just ordered some more gold pens from Amazon. I think they come from China. but I like how they write. And I thought I had some extras of it. I said, and it's Christmas time. I need gold, but I can't find them. That's one of the reasons I started this whole clean up the area, take some stuff to storage, donate some stuff. I have just one pile left, and it's sitting right behind me. And it's got a mixture of all my current projects, which I need to get them out where I can work on them. I need to finish my jam journal that I started with Mary and then never got finished. I think I'm at day 8 or 9 or something on there. I just want to get a few pieces of gold. That's good enough. Good enough. You don't have to cover the whole page with it. And then I think I'm going to do some glitter on here for 12. 12 will be glitter. And I think I'm going to cheat and use a glitter pen instead of trying to get glitter glue to dry quickly. I think I have a red one right here. This was a Recollections, which is Michael's brand. And it's another shaky thing. Is Samantha here? Oh. Exactly, Kendra. That stupid pen only works when it wants to. Or if you're pushing down on it to try to get it to go again, it'll blob out this great big pile of gold everywhere. I have Posca pens. I don't have a gold one. I could use, I have black ones. Somebody was sweet and sent me a whole bunch of different sizes of the black ones. And I've got the multicolored ones. And the Poscas that I was sent have different tips too. And I have that same paint pen in the silver, but this one I haven't used yet. I'm just going to add some red glitter to this. Yep, Sherry, that was the idea. I'm going to make it. Did you see my Christmas cards I've been making with these backgrounds? Here, I'll bring the tray up so you guys that came in later can see. This is the 41 cards I've already made right here. And that's what I'm making out of this background. I cut 1/2-inch strips, and then each tree is made up of a 3-inch strip, a 2.5-inch strip, a 2-inch strip, a 1.5, and then a 3/4 inch at the top. So you start at 3 inches and then go down in 1/2-inch segments. I'm going to cut this up hopefully before here shortly if I quit running my mouth and put this red down. I'm going to put glitter pen, but you can use any glitter. Oh, Samantha, that's great. She got her test backs and all is well. I'd love to use up all of these cards and envelopes that I bought. I don't think I'm going to buy any more of the blanks. I think I'm going to just make my own cards. That way I can make the card the size I want. Another thing I bought them for was to make envelope journals, but I never got around to it. So if I can use them up now, yay. These glitter pens were in a set, and I don't think they carry them anymore. I can't wait to move off this busy road. I told Scott we've got to find a house that's on a dead end street. I'm tired of living on a busy road like this. Makes me nervous with the kitty cats. I found one house that's on a dirt driveway way back in the woods. That would suit me just fine. I think he's finally coming to the same conclusion that I am, is we've reached an age where we can still do the work, but it really wears us out. So he's starting to lean more toward getting a house that doesn't need a whole bunch of repairs. You know, there for a while he was saying he thought he had one more remodel within him. And I think now he's discovering maybe he doesn't have a whole remodel left in him. So hopefully we'll find something this next year. And we'll be ready to go and can just go for it. There we go. Give it a dry. Yeah, I like that. Being back in. Maybe have a gate and then a bunch of guinea hens to light off. Guinea hens and geese. They make a lot of racket when strangers come around. They're better than dogs. All right, let's do this. I've got just a little bit of this sparkle Mod Podge left, and I'm just going to spread it on here to seal this top. I don't think I did that on these others. Oh, bye, Sana. Rest well. Thanks for coming. This is another one of those things that just needs to be used up. It's got clumps in it and everything. I just picked the clumps out. And my red is running. But it'll be all right. We'll just make it work. Yeah, that red is just smearing all over the place. But this will put even more bling on it because it's Sparkle Mod Podge. Martha Stewart had some stuff like this, and it had a lot of glitter in it. But I wouldn't pay full price for that. I don't think I've been to a Michael's in a year or more. Might have been over a year ago. I just haven't been going to the craft stores. I went to Joann's last, I think, because it's close to the house down there. It's where I used to work. And that is the end of that. And I can throw this bottle away. Ta-da! I used something up. Yay! I know, Kendra, but it's so hard to be patient when you just want to be settled somewhere.